Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Noob Readers. My name is Kiran and in this video, I'm going to be sharing my thoughts on the characters of the book, The Eye of the World by Robert Jordan. Now, I am currently reading this book and I am on chapter 29 and this book has total 53 chapters. So I think that I'm halfway into this book. So I really wanted to look back and see all the main characters and how far they have come and what do I think about them, who is the one that I like, who are the characters that I did not like. So that's what this video is going to be all about. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so the first character that I want to talk about is Nynaeve, and Nynaeve is basically the wisdom of Emond's Field, and she is the only character that I found really annoying. Now, but I have to say that as the story progressed further, I found her less annoying, but yeah, she's the character that I found annoying, especially in the beginning. Now, why do I think so? I think that she has a lot of temper issues, and that is the reason why most of the village people think that she's too young to be the wisdom, and she gets really offended after listening to this thing. And then she has the stick and she hits people whoever just disrespect her. Like, I understand that she is getting angry because people see her as a child and she just hates being called a child, but the way she responds to people and the way she's just hitting people just gives off this message that yes, she is a little immature and she is a little young to be the wisdom. So I actually found her very annoying in the beginning of the book. But I have to say that as the story progressed further, we came to know how caring Nynaeve is in reality. We see that the trio with Egwene and Moraine and Lan, everyone is in Baerlon, and Nynaeve is the one who comes to find them and she wants to take everyone home. And we also come to know how she has this motherly affection for each and every one of them and she cares about them and she just wants them to just come to Emond's Field, and she just does not trust Moraine. And so we see that she's not a bad person. So that's why I can say that earlier I found her very annoying, but as the story progressed further, I think that I find her an interesting character. And we also come to know that she can channel and she's also an Aes Sedai. So that was also a very interesting thing to see. So I really want to know how her character is going to evolve further because I really want to know what happens with her because I find her an interesting character even though I find her a little annoying. Okay, so the next character that I want to talk about is Rand. Now, Rand is basically the chosen one for this book because I can definitely say I'm 100% sure that he has to be the Dragon Reborn. And I also think that he's the one who is actually a channeler as well because I think that he's channeling the one power and that's the reason why he's actually going insane. So I think that he's the Dragon Reborn, and I personally am not a huge fan of the Chosen One trope. So I am not that interested in Rand at the moment, actually. I just think that I do not find his personality interesting as compared to all the other people that are present in the storyline. So I just think that, yeah, he's a nice person, and we also know that Tam is not his real father, so he is the son of someone else. And I also know that the parents of Rand are going to be some really powerful people that will come to know in the coming books. Right now, the only thing that I know about Rand is that he is the tallest and he is the person who's being influenced by all the people around him. So you can say he's just a very naive village boy at the moment. So yeah, his personality is not that interesting to me actually. So he is actually my least favorite character in the entire book, whatever that I have read so far. So yes, I know a lot of people would probably hate me for saying this, but yes, I do not find him that interesting as compared to all the other characters. Okay, so the next character that I want to talk about is Egwene, and I love Egwene. And for me, Egwene is among the top 3 characters in the book so far because I love her. I love her for how strong she is and how determined she is. And if she puts on her mind in doing something, she does it. And I just really like her as a person. I think I really like her personality because of how strong-willed she is. So that's something that I really, really liked. Now, I have to say that she also has anger issues just like Nynaeve. I personally didn't find her that annoying, but yes, she also has anger issues that she needs to work on. But yes, I really like her for how strong willed she is, and I really want to know more about her because we know that she is going to be among the best Aes Sedai because Moraine is the one who said so. So I really want to know how powerful she's going to get and how she's going to be this amazing, powerful Aes Sedai. So I'm really looking forward to that. And I love Egwene as a character. Okay, so the next character that I want to talk about is Matt, the troublemaker of Emond's Field, the trickster, the stupid one, or the one that actually is responsible for the comic relief in the book, you can say. So, whenever I think about Matt, I just cannot decide whether I should say that he's a stupid character or I should say that he's just naive. Now, for the time being, I'm going to call him naive because that's what I think he is. Like, he is literally a kid and he just does not know that whatever that he's doing, he has to face the consequences for it. And that's why I think that he's just naive because he just thinks that whatever that he's doing does not have any consequences, but they do have consequences, and that's the reason why he gets in trouble and then he drags his friends in trouble as well. So I think that he's a fun character and a lot of people would probably find him an annoying one, but I personally do not find him annoying. I think I like reading him because I really want to know what else is he going to do, because reading about his fuck ups are actually kind of interesting. So that's why I find him an interesting character too. Now, there is the scene where they go to Shadar Lokath and he takes the dagger. And even Moraine was asking him, did you take anything? And he didn't told her anything. And the reason that he gave to Rand about taking the dagger was so funny. And I definitely have to say that he's a funny character who does stupid shit. And I also have to say that because he's a comic relief in the book, I like reading about him and he's also a very interesting character to follow. And I really want to know more about him and how his arc is going to go because I really want to know how is he going to grow up or is he going to do all these silly things in the future as well. So yeah, he's also an interesting character. Okay, so the next character that I want to talk about is Moraine, and she is the best character in this book. I love her. She's my favorite character in the first half of this book because of how mysterious she is, and we just do not know anything about her. And she is powerful. She is like a badass female character, and I love her for that. Like, she is considered this really pretty woman, and she has this ageless face, and I really liked how she had this first meeting with the boys and how everyone was just looking at her and they just couldn't say anything because she has this amazing aura and everyone is just kind of scared of her. And she's just so good. She's so good at healing. She's the amazing Aes Sedai and I love her. I think overall I really like her personality. I also think that she is actually trying to do something else. Like, I have this thing in my head that I want her to be evil for some reason. I want her to be evil because I think that would be an amazing thing to read. And there was this scene when she becomes this giant, and I was like, what? What is happening? So, yeah, I think she's an amazing character because we don't know anything about her past. The only thing that we know is that she wants to take the trio to Tar Valon, and we don't know what her motives are. They're so unclear, and that's what makes her very mysterious and very interesting to me personally, and I'm really looking forward to whatever that's going to happen to her next. So yeah, she's the best character in the Eye of the World. Okay, so the next character that I want to talk about is Perrin, and I have to say that among the three boys, Perrin is the most interesting one for me because I absolutely loved how he is this muscle man who is the blacksmith's apprentice and he has this heart of gold. Like, he is so kind, so sweet. He cares about the people around him and he just does not want to hurt anyone. And that is so sweet. I think he's so sweet, and I loved him for that. And he's also so shy, and we see all these scenes where he just does not know what to do when he comes across women, and which is just so sweet. I think I absolutely loved him for how sweet character he is. But apart from that, the thing that makes him very interesting is his connection with the wolves. And I absolutely love that. The way he can like hear their thoughts, and he can just know that they are there. And he also gets these weird dreams where he sees a wolf. So I don't know why he can hear their thoughts or why he can sense the presence of wolves. There has to be a connection, and what this connection actually is, I just want to find that out because that sounds so interesting. So yeah, I think that among Rand, Matt, and Perrin, Perrin is the one who's the most interesting one. Now, the last character that we are going to talk about is Lan. Now, Lan is the warder of Moraine. Now, we are just told that there is some special connection between the warder and the Aes Sedai. So, there is some connection between Lan and Moraine. Now, it has not been explained what it is and how it's done or whatever. Now, Lan is not given a lot of history, so we do not know anything about him, which makes him very mysterious. Now, basically, he is defined as the person with the color changing cloak, which basically means that his cloak becomes the color of the background. So, basically, he can stand at one place and the other people cannot notice him because he becomes a part of the background, which is so interesting because he can become a good spy because nobody just notice him if he is standing really still, and people only notice him when he starts moving, which is something that I personally find really interesting. We know that he is from the royal blood. So, as we'll read further, we'll know more about him as well. So, that's it. That was my thoughts on all the different characters. Now, what do you think about these characters? Do you like them? Do you hate them? Please comment it down below. And if you think that I should talk about any other character apart from them, then please comment it down below as well. Let's have a good communication in the comments because I'm really interested in the series and I would really want to talk to you guys about this. So that's it. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next one.